All right, boys and girls, we are going to start a new unit today, something new. We just finished up our division unit. We have mastered that skill. We can divide 3-digit numbers by a 1-digit divisor. Just took our test, and now we're going to start something new. We're going to start a unit on geometry today. And geometry is the study of mathematics that deals with points, lines, shapes, and space. And if you notice above my bulletin board over there, I've had that up all year just for this unit we're getting ready to start. This is a little cheat sheet that won't be up forever, so don't get used to it. But it's a little cheat sheet for geometry, because these are some of the things that we're going to be learning about in the next several weeks before I go on maternity leave. We're going to be learning about area and perimeter. How many people remember area and perimeter from 3rd grade? Good, good. It gets a little more difficult in 4th grade, but for the most part, you've already learned how to do that. Awesome. We're also going to be talking about angles, polygons, and specifically quadrilaterals today. So first, let's talk about the vocabulary word polygon. Can you echo that word, polygon?
Polygon.
Good. A polygon is just a closed shape with sides. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Let's see. Let's look at some of these shapes I have up on the board. We're going to go through each one, and we're going to determine if it's a polygon or it's not a polygon. So let's see. Let's look at this one first. Remember, a polygon has to be a closed shape. Is it closed all the way around?
Yes.
Yep. And does it have sides?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to give that one a cha-ching. And then we're going to look at this shape down here. It looks kind of like a square, doesn't it? Is a square a polygon?
Yes.
Yes. It has closed sides all the way around, and it has sides in general. Not all shapes have sides. Matter of fact, we're going to scoot over here. Oh. Does this shape have sides?
No.
So is that one a polygon?
No.
No. What about this shape up here? Is this a closed shape all the way around?
Yes.
Good. Does it have sides?
Yes.
So it's a polygon. Let's look at this shape. Let's see. It has sides, but uh-oh, what's wrong with this one? Somebody raise their hand and tell me. Tessa.
It's not closed.
It's not closed. Look at this big opening here. I could drive a truck through that opening. That one is not a polygon because it is not a closed shape. And what about this tall, skinny rectangle? Give me a thumbs up if you think it's polygon. Good job. And this big funky shape here, it looks like a rectangle with a rectangle on top. Is this a closed shape with sides?
Yes.
So it's a polygon. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
You're like, duh, Miss Patmore. All right, let's look at the next one. So now we're moving on. This is a type of polygon. It's a quadrilateral. Can you echo that word?
Quadrilateral.
All right, I'm going to say it real slow. You say it with me after I say it. Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral.
Lateral, good. It's going to take some practice. A quadrilateral is a type of polygon. It's a closed shape and it has sides, but it has exactly 4 sides. Not more than 4, not less than 4. It has exactly 4. So when I say quadrilateral, you say 4. Quadrilateral.
4.
Quadrilateral.
4.
Good job. So anything that has 3 sides, is it going to be a quadrilateral?
No.
If it has 2 sides, is it a quadrilateral?
No.
It wouldn't even be a shape, actually. What if it had 5 sides? Quadrilateral?
No.
It has to have 4. Let's take a look up here at these shapes. Somebody raise their hand and tell me where they see a quadrilateral, and they can come put a check mark on it. Ansley, come put a check mark on a quadrilateral up here. Has 4 sides, 4 angles. It's closed. Ding, 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 ding. Good job. This square down here is a quadrilateral. Sydney, come put a check mark on another quadrilateral. 4 sides, 4 angles. Very good. This rectangle is a quadrilateral. Anybody see any more? Zach? Quadrilateral. Awesome. That tall, skinny thing, that rectangle. Tall, skinny rectangle is a quadrilateral. Has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And when I say 4 angles, those are where the 2 sides meet. 4 angles there. 4 angles here. Are there any other ones, or are we done? That's right. This one only has 1, 2, 3 sides. This one has, count them with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6 sides. Definitely not a quadrilateral that only has 4. And then does this one even have any sides?
No.
No way, Jose. That's right. So now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of what we're learning about. We're gonna dip our toes into area and perimeter. So we're gonna start off slow today. And you have your whiteboards, and after we go over this, I'm gonna turn you loose and see how you do of making your own area, finding your own area and perimeter. The word area is the number of square units needed to cover a surface. And we use area to measure those quadrilaterals, those rectangles, those squares, and we measure the space inside. One time Corey and I looked into building a house. And one of the things that we had to talk about was how much space we wanted inside of our house. Well, we were talking about area. If this was your house, it'd be a boring house, wouldn't it? Just a rectangle. But if this was your house and it was a rectangle here, you'd have to see how much space you would need inside this house. Do you want a really small house with a very little space inside? Or do you want a really big house with lots of space inside? And what they do is they divide this quadrilateral into square units. And it covers the whole quadrilateral. So let me teach you the kindergarten way how to do area. You ready? All right, quadrilateral. Count up all the squares in the quadrilateral. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. 20 square units inside this shape. So the area of this shape is 20 units squared. And we call it squared because they are usually in the shape of a square. And sometimes it might be feet, sometimes it might be meters, sometimes it might be inches. Today we're calling them units. Sydney.
You could also count the top and the ball.
Awesome, that's right. That's what we're getting to now. You can also use multiplication to find area. Instead of counting up all the boxes, take a shortcut. Multiply length times width. And it's okay if you get them mixed up, as long as you know one goes this way and the other goes this way. So you can multiply the length, which is 4 units, times the width, which is 5 units. So what is 4 times 5? Everybody. 20. So the area of this shape is 20 units squared. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Length times width. You're going to hear me talk about this word formula over and over again, to where you're going to want to be like, enough with the formula. Formula, you have to know the formula of area to solve for area. And then all you do is you just plug it in. You plug in the length right here, and you plug in the width right here, and then you multiply, and it's easy as pie. Perimeter. That is the distance around the figure. Like my dog Willie. What if this was his yard and I needed to make a fence to go around the edges? I don't want the whole area covered in fence. I just want a fence going around the edges. Or maybe you're building a house and you just want to build the walls around this surface, around this quadrilateral. Well, to find the perimeter, all you do is count the square units around. So it's a little tricky because you want it, sometimes you're going to have to count two sides of the square. Let me show you what I mean. Count them with me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how I counted both there? But we're going down this edge now. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we got to go down this way. 10,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
So what's the perimeter of this figure?
18.
18 units. Who knows the other way? Who remembers from 3rd grade? What's the other way to solve for perimeter? Tessa, you remember? Gracie? That would be area to count all the squares. And we just counted the edges, but what's a way using maybe a shortcut?
You could do 5 plus 5 is 10, and then 4 plus 4 is 8.
You're on the right track. To find perimeter, you add length plus width plus width. You add up all the sides. So for example, this is 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units wide. And 1, 2, 3, 4 units long. And you know if this side is 5, what's this side going to be?
5.
And if this side is 4, what's this side going to be?
4.
If it's a quadrilateral, or if it's a rectangular square, it's going to be that way. They're going to be the same on either side. So you just add them up, just like Ansley said. What's 5 plus 5?
10.
And what's 4 plus 4?
8.
And when we add them all together, we get
18.
length plus width plus width. Do me a favor and go get the graphic organizer from the downstairs computer lab printer right across the hall. Well, I think you guys are ready to try a few on your own. What do you think? All right. Ansley is going to pass out our graphic organizer, and this is going to be like your best friend for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to give you this on a piece of paper that you're going to keep in your reference folder, and you can refer back to this anytime you want. These are the formulas. These are the formulas for area and perimeter. To find area, you do length times width, and to find perimeter, you do length plus width plus width. Thank you. So I'm going to give everybody one of these so you can use it during these practice problems we're getting ready to do. No, well, yeah, you can write your name on the back because that way if it falls on the floor, I'll know whose it is. Okay. Let's see how you do. I've got 6 problems